Okay, yes, this is the Barbershop Radio. And, of course, I am one of the hosts of this show, Mr. Prime Minister. And I have a group here today that I really like this group. This group is definitely on the rise. They're going to be rising stars. They're going to be one of those type of It's one of those type of situations where it can be very serious very fast. I'm talking about none other than Osiella. Woo! Yeah!
Yay!
Osiella comprises of, let me see, 3 individuals right now. Mr. Theophilus Sakai.
Yay!
Mr. Dakar, the beatmaker Baker.
Oh. He's the beatmaker?
And
He beats it.
none other than the vocalist, the voice, Miss Cynthia Murray.
Hey, what's up, guys? How you
So
doing?
tell me now. Tell me this. This is what I really, to be honest, this is what I really want to know.
Yeah.
I really want to know is how did this even come about? Because to be honest, yeah, I know that I talked about a lot of people, but it's funny how talk can become action, and it's and I'd be like, oh man, I met this, I heard about this guitar player and da-da-da-da-da. And then all of a sudden it's almost like the guitar player's here. So I was just like, that's just crazy to me. So just really tell me how this all came about.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
How you doing? This is Kenneth Murray.
Oh,
Hey,
KG.
Jizzle. How it really took fire. Yeah, I'm taking this mic.
Okay. Okay, one thing I really wanted to ask. Now, this is what I wanted to ask, though.
I'm gonna start the story off because I got the beginning.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Okay.
Now, now let me ask this because I feel like this is a serious. I mean, it's a serious question. Now, as far as like shows and booking and different things like that, do y'all have a certain contact person that y'all go to?
Okay.
Like that we go through or go to?
Or go like is it a person that I can
We-
like say if I was a just a promoter or something, and I was sitting there like, okay, I want Osiella. Osiella as a band. Who do I contact to get that?
Everything that we put on like our EPs in the Facebook is
Yes.
contacting Kenneth Murray.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's so.
But I'm next in line.
I just want to make.
We have a mini.
I just want to make. I just want to make sure, because when people hear this, and they's like, oh man, I really enjoy that band. Who can I contact? You know what I'm saying? So
Kenneth Murray.
I was
Kenneth
wondering how
Murray,
long it was
KG.
gonna take me to get recognition. That's why I didn't say anything. It was
well, I mean,
it's a big
to me
gap
personally, I really wanted to know. To me personally, I really want to
Slightly
know
offended.
because at the end of the day, there has to be a go-to person. There has to be somebody I can talk to, whether it's Cynthia, Theophilus, Dakar. Somebody had to say something.
Cynthia can't read.
Yeah.
Language barrier with Theo.
What?
And Dakar's just too young. So
Well, the thing
Okay.
is, it's Kenny.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Hey, it's Kenny first. I'm next in line.
Oh, okay.
that's
okay.
young KG.
Okay.
KG, yeah.
Young KG. Okay. Okay.
Besides Beatmaker
And
Baker,
see,
that's my
this
next
is what I like because I want to. This is what I like because I really want to get down, to the nitty gritty. So, okay. So tell me, how did it
Okay.
come about?
As the Prime Minister knows, we share the same building, Algorithm Studios.
Yes.
I have a recording studio on the other half.
Uh-huh.
And it's probably a good month. I keep hearing this stupid name, Theophilus Sakai, and how great he is.
It is kind of stupid.
And it just kept going and going. And
love my name.
I hear a lot of people's names now and again. And then finally, there was somebody in here that I really trust their opinion. And they mentioned it to another guitar player of ours, Bryce Bolin. Which you should really hear this Theophilus, a guy. Let's go with that. Theophilus, a guy.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
cool. Just change
So-
my name. Yeah, you guys are cool.
So it wasn't that long after that. A mutual friend of ours, Cynthia and I, were on our way to a festival. And I was walking through an alley, and I didn't know this guy yet. And I just knew. I was like, hey, what's up, man? You Theophilus Sakai? And he's like, hey, dang, he knows my whole name.
That's exactly what I said.
I was like, I think that's that dude. So that's how I met him. was
Okay.
in the alley.
Okay.
And then it just goes on and on from there. I mean, I got him here. He played his cards really close. We thought I was probably just another white dude trying to get his money.
And I did.
Yeah.
I thought this was another project. A lot of people want to do projects.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
man.
sometimes they just don't go anywhere. So I just said, okay, here we go again.
Yeah.
With that being said, though, I probably saw 4 4 shows of his. So he's trying not right now. He's trying not to give me my credit. So the feeling's mutual.
Yeah.
Because it took me about 4 shows, and then the 4th show I saw him when Blitz Saidi at the Masco. I said to myself, "All right, he's pretty good."
He's telling the truth. He told me this last night too.
And I told Dakar that too.
Yeah, he told me that last
just
night.
like 2 or 3 days ago, I decided that Dakar was pretty good too.
Okay.
I'm a hard sell. So
We have
these
to like
guys-
audition.
Yeah, so they're
Even though
pretty,
he
I mean,
found-
I'm gonna call you Shamario throughout this, but Shamario, Prime Minister, sir.
Yes.
You were there. You were there in the beginning with
Yeah, I was.
Cynthia.
I already knew the voice, so
Yeah.
I didn't really want to talk about the voice. To
So
be honest, I was really want to go through the journey of Theo and Descartes. Then I was going to end up at the voice.
Well, I was just saying that you know how critical we were in the.
Oh
beginning.
yes, oh definitely.
Shamario and I run a studio together. As
Yeah.
well, so. All right.
So okay, me, like I said, me being the prime minister, I had to understand, but like really, I was like, man, I kept hearing about you guys, so I was just like, okay, so how did Dakar even hear about the situation?
How I heard about it was, when I was in middle school,
Tell the truth.
Theo played it. Well, got a little group together for a talent show when they're in their high school year, and my uncle played piano for it. And they were like, "Hey, dude, let's play. We're gonna do a version of Show Me What You Got,
Okay.
and I want you to be on the drums for it." So I
Yeah.
was like, you know what? Tony Mercer did that. I want to try to do that. I want to work on my come up. So went to that. Did it with them, and then. Ever since then, Theo's been in contact with me, low key.
So-
Like, he never had me play for him, but when I saw him, it was kind of like, oh yeah, we still cool. Okay.
Oh, okay. So when you said "Show Me What You Got," what song are we talking about? Show Me What You
the
got.
Jay-Z.
So you
Off of
actually
the Kingdom
y'all
Come album. Off
y'all
the Kingdom
actually done "Show Me What You Got"
Yeah,
at a
we did
talent
it.
show?
And was it B-Ram?
Come. Yes, B Rims, also known as
B-Rims
Blake Rimmer.
Yeah, and he rapped to it. He made his own version of it.
It was awesome.
It was tight.
We killed it.
Killed it. Yeah.
Dude, some black kids at Castle High School, man.
Wow.
I'll tell you what, at
Did
Castle,
we
dude,
practice that?
we didn't even practice.
We didn't practice. I showed up the day of. They said listen to the song, just learn the hits,
That's what I like to hear.
and then we showed up. Everybody loved it.
Wow.
So-
That
I got a few kisses because I was a little
Oh,
middle school
please.
kid. I just-
that right there to me just you are the beat maker then, because if you can recreate "Show Me What You Got," you the truth.
That's a badass song.
So definitely, big shots to the card, the beat maker Baker, for real.
Thank you.
He's
So
so
now
He's
we're
a
going.
baby.
So now we're going down the lane to the voice, none other than Cynthia Murray. Now we do have history. Yes, we do have history. I remember the first time that I had the chance to meet Miss Cynthia. Well, she was Cynthia Harris then, but now she's Cynthia Murray.
Isn't that weird, man? It's been like
Yeah.
it's been a long time, man. I was
Yeah.
barely 20 when I first met you
Young,
guys.
a young Boonville girl
I
And
was-
see,
going to a black church.
Yeah,
and see,
yeah.
that's wild to me, because I just remember the leopard seats. I'll never forget
Oh yeah,
the leopard
in
seats
in my
in your
crappy Grand Prix.
in your crappy Grand Pontiac Grand Prix, which I might add, Pontiac is I don't care what nobody says, Pontiac is a woman's car.
Even the G6?
The Pontiac, well, with the exception, I'm talking about any Grand Prix series, that's a little feminine. I'm sorry, it is. If you got one, I apologize, but I always thought that. So when she popped up in the Grand Prix, I was like, okay, I know she's gonna be a woman.
I met you guys in the Simpsons parking lot.
Yes,
over off of
Simpsons
Covert
parking
Avenue.
lot, man.
And I
Wow.
thought Kenneth was black. I thought
Wow.
whenever I came in, I was like, because I thought you were Kenneth, and I was,
God.
and I was like,
Do you see this?
and then you were like, I'm Shamario, and I'm
Yeah.
like, I said, that's not
no, that's
Kenneth.
real. She's real. I do sound like Bill Cosby a little bit sometimes. Yeah, the pudding and all that stuff. Yeah, but
Yeah,
keep
man.
going.
Lord have
Well,
mercy.
Oh, goodness.
I'd sang my whole life, but I'm from Boonville. I mean, these guys are from. Well, you went to Memorial, you went to Castle. Castle's in Warwick County, which is where Boonville was. I mean, but I'm 2 years older than Theopolis. I'm like 8 years older than Dakar.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then so I didn't really cross paths with any of these with Theo really until whenever we met him, but I really didn't start musically getting involved with him until the very end of December. It was December 30th. Was the
Okay.
exact date.
So there's a day.
December 30th.
December 30th.
It's the day I proposed to her musically.
That's
We-
real. That's
yes.
real.
That's intimate.
Well,
And
when-
musical matrimony. That's
Yeah,
real.
It was. We linked up.
Yeah, man. I mean, oh, and Theo can vouch for this. When you work with so many people, you know your standards become higher and higher. But I've been in so many projects over the years, none of which that I ever regret.
Yeah.
I love everything that I've done, and I've learned from those projects. But working with somebody that you can write with and that you can have that connection with, you can't really just you can't really just say, all right, man, well, I'll see you later. Like, I don't know, it's weird. You can't just throw that to the side. Like, when I met Theo, he was like, hey, Kenneth called me. I was at work. He's like, can you get off work early? And I was like, maybe. I said, why? He goes, hey, man, I'm in the bathroom right now, and I got Theo in the studio, and he is wanting to write a song with you. Think you probably need to get off work and get in here now.
Oh man.
And I was like,
Man, that's real.
I'm on my way.
Well, I am no celebrity, by the way. I am not a celebrity.
No, dude, but Theo, but you guys gotta understand, like, when Kenneth said we did hear about this dude from everybody,
Yeah.
there was not one person
Yeah.
that didn't know who he was,
Yeah.
especially people that performed here in Evansville.
And that's like when I say you were sought after, or like people talked about you, I mean, my gosh, I mean, it got to a point where it got so bad that I was like, man, who are y'all even talking about? And so when like I said, I ended up friending him on Facebook, and I was like, gosh, this doesn't even look like the guy that I even like
Imagine.
pictured in
Me
my
too.
or imagined in my brain that was, I was thinking about, when I hear Theophilus, I'm thinking about this guy's gonna be like real serious and how you doing? I'm Theophilus. And then when I met him, he was just cool, calm, laid back, and just like, what up, man? It's Theo. It's just kind of like, huh? I mean, you just gotta. And Theophilus is like a strong name, it's strong. It's like Theophilus.
It is.
I am Theophilus. So I mean,
Is it Theophilus?
Yeah, you've been saying it wrong, but it's okay. I've never corrected you. Never
It's not
corrected you.
Theophilus?
No, there's a
No.
PH in Greek.
It's
That PH is makes a
Theophilus.
fuss sound.
I thought I knew this
Yeah,
guy.
you also called
She's
Dean
been calling
Paul.
me Theopolis, like Theopolis.
I just call him all kinds of names.
You call other people
But the right
different
names.
names.
But let me get back.
Theophalafel. Theophalaf.
But definitely, to get back on, course with, like I said, with Cynthia and her music. Like I said, I've been just listening to her off and on probably 10, almost 7 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna say about 7 years.
Okay.
That's a long time of just hearing great vocal talent and sound, and just like I said, first time I heard her, she sung "Amazing Grace," and then I knew off the bat that she was the truth. So there was no doubt in my mind that I already knew she could sing. She could S-A-N-G, not S-I-N-G. So
But it takes more than that, man. Like
It
takes,
definitely
it
does.
takes a lot of performing. You gotta have a frame of mind.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I really didn't know how to be comfortable on stage then, and I've learned a lot. Now I just don't care.
and now it's like a coming of age. Now it's a coming of age
know.
situation now, because you're 23 years old now.
27.
27 years old? Oh my God, I'm so horrible. I apologize for that. I could have sworn. Why did I think that she was?
Turn this marriage into
Oh my gosh, you ain't lying. I don't know why I thought you was 23. You right? You are 27. I apologize for that.
Theo just turned 25.
Okay, we don't need to
Okay.
tell about that. No.
No,
Okay.
I mean, well, you want to be older or younger? I don't know.
So I do
trying to
apologize for
holler
that,
at the younger
Cynthia.
girls.
I do apologize, Miss.
That's okay,
27
man.
years old. 27 years old. So, but like I was saying at that time, she did. It is a coming of age. To me, it's a coming of age situation now, because I feel like she's ready. There's a lot of people can sit here and say, "Oh yeah, you got this talented voice and this, that, and the other." But like she said, she didn't have stage presence. There was a lot of things that she needed to work
Yeah,
on.
I
mean,
wasn't ready then.
And historically, like I said, I was there at the American Idol. Like me and her went to the American Idol together. So I can honestly sit there and say I can see the transformation. even in all the singing groups that she's been in and everything, I see her actually becoming an individual artist. So now, as we come together and we bring this group together called Osiella, you can see everybody's at a level of perfection. So they done perfected their crafts. Everybody's sitting there like, okay, now I know what to do. So now there shouldn't be no what is it? You can't excuse. There's no excuse now.
Well, these guys are really good too. I mean, they're at a very, very high caliber of music. I mean, we just auditioned another musician the other day, and I mean, you don't realize like it's not like we think we're amazing. We just love what we do, and we try to surround. And like Theo said this back in December, and I agree. And it's something I never really thought about, but you have to surround yourself with people that that can make you better, that can be honest, and that can be on the same caliber of music as you.
Exactly.
With that being said, whenever we were jamming last week, we brought a keyboardist into audition, and this dude just couldn't hang, and we felt like really weird because we felt bad because we were just doing funk music and we're doing all kinds of stuff, and but it's not the first time that's happened.
Yeah.
Especially like that happened whenever I was in Tagara. We auditioned a drummer, and actually we auditioned a couple of drummers when our drummer quit, and they couldn't hang either. It put into perspective how good Bryce was as our guitarist. Then like it was weird. You don't realize how good you have it.
Yeah.
Until you have to, bring other people in, and then you're just like, man.
Yeah, you don't know what you had until it's gone. And that's just real. That's just real.
As a manager note to young KG over there, don't ever tell Cynthia anything that you don't want repeated. Lesson learned.
All right.
You can tell her about that.
I learned that earlier in our endeavor that we started about a month ago. Kind of picked that up. I'm very observative, as you hadn't, if you haven't, noticed that.
So, in like I said, in retrospect, like I said, I look at y'all, I look at the band, and I look at the things that they're already going, but the future. So it's like, okay, now we have Osiella. Now what's next? It's like now what's next? What do y'all feel what are y'all ready to do?
Dude, I'm gonna be honest, man. I want to tour. I just want to tour and perform.
Performing's a big one, yeah.
Yeah, and
Definitely.
I want to be. I want to be able to write music of all types. Like it doesn't have to be, super complicated. And we're all capable of that. It doesn't have to be super dumbed down. It doesn't have to be. It can be whatever it wants to be. Just good music, no matter what.
Okay.
That's all. That's what I'm in it for, and I think that these two are there for the same reason too.
Yeah,
sure.
and me being me being a young rising radio star myself, I'm looking at it as like the sky's the limit myself. So I mean, you never should. I look at you guys and I look at it like sky's the limit. Don't ever look at anything plateauing. You should know this anyway, Miss P90X Guru. You know what I'm saying, and T25s or whatever insanities like. You got to switch it up. You can't just do one thing and think that.
You'll get burned out quick.
You'll get burned out quick. So, I mean, like I said, I commend y'all and what y'all doing, and definitely keep doing it. I'm looking forward to being at a show pretty soon. Yeah. And, okay, let me get down to some more questions. The name, where did that come from?
Kenneth will have to take this one.
Please explain. Okay. I still don't know myself.
As Mario being my friend for 20-something years, I am white, if people didn't realize that.
Yes.
But,
yes, you are.
I have mostly black friends, and it's been an inside joke for many of years that I have a little bit of black in me. And at some point in time, 7, 8 years ago, something like that, my family told me that my two greats, she was black.
Okay.
And, it
grandmother
kind of sounded like a good story. And so I told most of my friends, and it was just an inside joke. But as of recently, I've actually digged into it, and found out that it's actually true. And her name was Osiella Robinson.
Oh, wow.
So I Googled it, and there's only one result, and it's a black lady from I think Louisiana, maybe from the 1940 census, different person altogether, but only had one result. And I mentioned it to my friend Bryce Bolin. And he's like, that'd be a good band name. I mean, being it doesn't have any search results. And so that was thrown around for a little bit, and nobody really picked it up. And I can understand because the joke kind of continues because I clearly don't look black at all. So the joke continued, and so they used it. They used Facebook to do some ideas for some names, and the one that kept popping up was Cynthia. The combination of their two names, and that lasted for like less than 24 hours, just enough for me to get the Facebook done, email done, Twitter done. All the accounts you need to move forward in business, they were all done.
And then they turned it down.
Theo called me and said, we can't do that. So I had to go back and redo all that. And so now they were on the board
Thank
with
you
the
to
name.
Mr. Hunter Pierce at Wireless at Work Sprint. He straight up was like, man, that name's terrible. And then he was like, I was going to tell you, man. I'll be honest. I was like, damn it.
So they picked up Osiella.
Okay.
Let's say. So
Okay, that's
enough.
hot. That's a real hot name. And
And if you Google it,
yes.
like the top 8 are all us. So I mean, it's perfect.
Oh, that's
You spell it right, it's it picks us up.
It picks
as far
up
as the
right
name
away?
meaning, though,
Yes.
I went to 8 different name meaning sites. Can't find the meaning of the name at all. I don't know its origin. I spelled it just correctly, the same way it was on the census. She was born in like the late 1800s, so maybe it's a misspelling of the name, something like that. But we don't know much about
The meaning.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. So now, all right. Tell me, because y'all recently, y'all did y'all first little stint of shows, and it was in. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. It was in Las Vegas, Nevada, correct?
Yep.
Indeed.
Okay, and tell me how that even how did that go?
Man, well, we were originally supposed to go there with a group. I believe everything happens for a reason, man, and this is like tenfold, man. This trip was insane. We were supposed to go there for Super Bowl with another couple. Me and Kenneth were.
Yeah.
And then at the last minute, that couple had to drop out for personal reasons, and so we ended up taking it as an opportunity to pursue this musical endeavor. We got Dakar and Theophilus to Vegas with us. We all stayed in the same room, and Theophilus. I'm just gonna say Theo. I'm just gonna say falafel.
That's fine. I like falafel.
Hey, falafel.
Hey, man.
Mm.
Okay.
Anyways,
Okay.
so we get to
continuing on.
we get to Vegas, and we just basically hit up all the open mics we can find online.
All of 'em.
We hit them all up, and we hit 3 up, and then
Yeah.
it was amazing. I mean, I think it was just the music scene there, to me, honestly, wasn't that much different here in Evansville. I mean,
Really?
it was weird because the people there just were drawn to us like immediately. It was really awesome, and they really they loved the music, and they related to it, and it was a really good bonding experience for all of us too. I mean, we really bonded well.
Okay, let me ask you this. Like, okay, was the performing style any different? Like, cause you know how in our city, you do performances and different things. It might be a dry, dull crowd. Then they might move a little bit. I mean, as far as that type of area, did like they show a lot of just automatic love? Was like y'all were just feeding and vibing off the crowd type deal, or
Car, you could probably talk about the beat. Go ahead and talk about the beat. That was the most love we've
the-
gotten. Man, that was awesome.
The beat actually was it was like basically there was a lot of spoken word. Like it was actually all spoken word up until us, and then
We were like the last ones to
and
perform.
then we were the last ones to perform. People were leaving, and then I saw a few people turn around. They're like, "It's a band coming up to play. It's a band coming up." So we got up there. Theo had acoustic. We met a guy named Brandon out there, played the violin.
Yeah.
You gotta tell his story
sang.
later, man.
Yeah,
And
that's
then
nuts.
had a cajon. We just went up there, just kind of. I mean, we honestly
We don't know our own songs.
We don't know them all. Like we
Yeah.
know them, but we
don't
didn't.
know.
We haven't practiced. We didn't sit down and practice.
We had
but
never performed them
Yeah, we
at that point.
But that was the night we just were like, okay, we're ready to do this. Like, we all buckled down, did our little mini set, and I mean, they loved it.
Oh,
Passed
wow.
out the EPs.
This is coming from a place that instead of applause, they were snapping.
They were snapping at
Oh,
first. Like
okay.
everybody was
When
in
the
there.
shit-
You know?
that set got done, you would have thought the place was on fire.
Yeah.
Yelling, screaming,
Like, you know.
trying to
We
get
received a lot of
CDs out
love.
my hands before I could even turn the camera off. Or
Wow.
We were signing autographs. I mean, it was crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
That's what's up.
And I'm gonna be honest, man. I've experienced love. I've been doing this for a while in Evansville. And I've experienced love in Evansville. I love it. I love it. So don't get me wrong, but man, that was more love than I've, out of that little place in Las Vegas. I don't know.
Yeah, they didn't even know us.
Tell me I need to
It was
step out a little
crazy.
bit.
Yeah, I mean, it puts things into perspective.
And see, that's why I said, I was telling the kid about this. I was like, you never really know how good you are because, in the hate 1-2, it's not 8-1-2, it's pronounced the hate 1-2.
Yeah.
Why you said these?
It's just I just got to keep it real. When
Yeah.
you have other people that are trying to do some of the things that you're doing, and you surpass them in ways, it can become an issue of hate. It could be like, man, I can't do what you can do, so now I'm just sit here and be like, hate. It just automatically just pops on, and so. That's why, you never, like I said, you never really see that real love until you go somewhere. Nobody knows who you are, and then they just all of a sudden like, oh my God, who is that?
Yeah.
But to their defense, the Beat was the second show, and they did 3 shows where they're out there, and they told everybody they were on tour. So
Yeah, that's right.
the Beat was only their second performance ever together.
Okay.
So they told everybody they were on tour.
I didn't tell anybody. This is Beatmaker Baker. I did not tell anyone I was
This
on
is
tour.
the Alpha Sakai. I
Yeah.
did not tell anyone that
And
we were on tour.
Beatmaker Dakar is not actually Australian. We'll probably get that later.
Later.
Yeah, sorry.
And I'm
Tony
not British.
Antoinette.
Hey, I got on the mic and told everybody we were on tour. So,
I mean, but you know what? Think big. I mean,
Yeah.
why not? Why? I
Yeah.
mean, why would I sit there and be like, oh no?
I mean,
no,
technically, it was
whatever.
the truth.
It was weird, yeah. And you know what?
It was also my
they didn't
21st
care.
birthday.
Yeah, it was.
They didn't seem to
Dick
care about
car.
that. All they
That's
wanted
right.
to know was
That's right.
all they wanted to hear was just the music, man. That's all they cared about.
Yeah.
They didn't even. They were just like, damn, like
They-
you guys are making quality music. It sounds good to my ears. I want it. I wanted that all the time. We got left with the CDs. The Brandon dude that we met on the street, by the way.
Yes.
There's a picture of him on our Facebook page of him signing an autograph of a CD that he's not even
On. That's
I wanted
amazing.
to
Yeah.
smack his freaking pen out of his head. Just,
Bam. Well, he was.
No,
so,
but
he was so good.
That guy was
definitely-
awesome.
Wow.
He played like he belonged with us. Like
Yeah,
he
it was
seriously,
awesome.
he just jumped in and he was right there with
well,
us.
we.
That's tight.
Yeah, the first night we were there, we went to the Hard Rock, and we made a couple of one connection there, and we never go to Hard Rock ever in Vegas.
Yeah.
Another one of those things that everything happens for a reason. Kenneth is
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I want a burger. Let's go to Hard Rock. And I'm like, really? Like, that's all right. Well,
No mayo.
because no nothing.
No mayo. I
just
want it
cheese.
plain. Double cheeseburger
Cheese
plain.
and bacon.
Yes. And meat.
I'm a savage.
Caveman.
Mm.
But anyway, so,
So we left there, and then we hear this violinist on the street playing Drake's that Drake song. What's it called?
We're going home, just home.
Just
Yeah.
hold on.
And I
Coming
mean,
home.
he's just like killing it, man. Like unbelievably killing it.
mm-hmm.
And
Yes, very much so.
so we gave him an EP, or Kenneth. It might have been Dakar, because he's the mini producer.
I think Theo handed it
Was
to
it
him.
Theo? Oh, never mind, it was
I didn't have
Theo.
it on me.
pushing like, go ahead, girl, sing.
Give him- So I was singing. I was a little inebriated on alcohol, and so we gave him our EP, and then he gave us a card. So when we were at our first open mic at the Cellar there in Las Vegas, which is, it's a really small bar from the outside, but they had a heck of an open mic night too, man. Like who was Coconut?
Oh, his name was
Coconut was the guy who ran the open mic, man. He was
the
an
bomb.
older dude with
Yeah,
no
man.
shoes, and he was so good. He was awesome. Those guys showed us so much love too, man. Like they were amazing. And this dude Brandon, we call him up and say, hey, we're doing an open mic. He's been doing music out there in Vegas on the Strip forever,
Yeah.
and he had never done an open mic night.
Oh,
And
wow.
So the first time he'd ever done it was with us, and to me, man, he played those songs like he was right there whenever we had written them. Like he really felt those songs, man. He was so talented. So, and then he came out to the beat with us as well. And so I definitely believe we will cross paths with that dude again.
Oh yeah.
We have to. I don't care what I have to do.
Brandon Summers. Look him up.
There's things that you won't do that you feel like you have to do, but you should.
Well, yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah,
In the heat of the moment.
I hope not.
Woo, them jalapenos ain't sitting right.
Oh
I
yeah,
shouldn't
oh
have done
yeah.
that.
And so, so tell me, what else went on in old Nevada?
You met
Do we
some
have
Canadians.
do we have anything any special things or anything at all?
Yes, KG has prepared a good little segment that could probably, KG being me, myself talking in third person.
Yes.
A good little segment that could probably get a lot of conversation going.
All right.
I think I have it prepared for you over
I
there.
think we have it queued up. So let me see what's going on.
Oh goodness.
I don't know what this is gonna be.
I'm a little nervous.
I wish we could just play the whole Vegas trip because you would know for sure. Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah,
goodness.
let me see if I can cue this thing going up.
And we have the whole thing taped, basically.
Hello and welcome everybody to a little segment we like to call the Car Baker yelling stuff from a moving vehicle from Las Vegas. Enjoy.
Oh goodness.
Turkey! Yeah! What time? Twang! Twang! You gotta twang it, twat!
Oh goodness.
Twang it, twat! Uh-oh.
Hey, go back to Demons.
Uh-oh, there goes a little dick bandit. Little dick bandit.
Okay, let's close the window. Let's close the window.
Merry Christmas, guys! It's your wedding day! I know that sparkling dress ain't white, so you ain't that pure.
Oh goodness.
What?
You ain't shit but hoes and tricks.
What?
Very careful. She might cheat on you.
Oh my God!
Definitely making that superstar of the car
She got
show.
a Tina Turner dress on. Don't trust her.
Them big wheels keep on turning.
Them big wheels keep on turning. Her vagina keep on burning. So you're rolling.
Wow.
You're rolling.
Rolling, rolling, rolling down the chiggers. That's on your dick.
Car like, uh-oh.
They ain't crabs, they chiggers.
You chickens.
I ain't
Wow.
saying niggas. It is Black History Month, though. Welcome to Los Angeles.
Wow.
Wrong city.
They said I lost, though. I said lost. Up. Step right up. We got walkers. We need walkers. Volunteers tribute to get made the fun the fuck of.
Oh my
Make
God!
fun of you. You walk past, I'm gonna Joan on you. Like a motherfucking black guy. I dare you. I'm a Joan. Nobody
Sounds
gonna
like
open the door for
Muhammad
me. I'm not
Ali.
superstar no more.
Superstar of the car can't get out.
It's a family, guys.
Dakar, you did amazing on Miss You More because you sang with me and it sounded so good. I love you, Dakar.
You sound like Cartman.
You're my friend.
I'm a warship.
I'm gonna wash the fuck out of that sweater.
Whoa, you didn't have to say slave.
I didn't say that.
Slaves. I know you want slaves. Look, just because you're from Boonville, can't say you want slaves now.
I'm sorry.
Mandela parked this far out. Nelson Mandela never had to park this far. I'm just saying.
That Dakar Baker is one funny guy. Tune in next time when we take him to an Oriental foot massage place. Or is it?
Nelson
Oh my
Mandela.
goodness.
What?
There's one segment that was so funny to me. There's one part where
Okay.
we stopped at a red light and and at this point, me myself, man, I was upset with Dakar because he and this is the dumbest reason to be upset with anyone, especially
it is
a
super
bandmate.
dumb.
But it deep down in my heart, I felt like I had the right to be upset with him. Me and him had fake.
Why is
accents.
that?
We're using fake accents.
Uh-huh.
I was supposed to be like British / African.
Yeah,
and
mate.
he was supposed to be like
Your
Australian.
problem with my
But his
accent, mate?
accent was so terrible in my ears that I really became upset with him
Wow.
over the accent. So I was mad
I
at
was
him.
like, hey.
And then he tried to.
mate, yeah, son. Like,
There he goes
it's
again.
like, you don't understand what I'm saying, mate.
It doesn't
like,
sound Australian.
It's pretty awesome.
I'm not gonna get mad at him again right now, but So we
People
stopped at a
really
red light, and then
People
he
really
goes,
believe me. They really believe this.
"No,
you know what
they
I'm
were
saying? Like,
Canadian.
it's really
They
cool.
don't know anything." Sorry, Canadian.
You said they were from. They knew everybody. They came.
I lied to you to
They
make
came
you
into
feel better.
contact with everyone.
Shout out to the Canadians. We do not exploit or anything of
Nope.
that nature.
We don't discriminate.
No,
love
we
you,
do not.
Canadians. We love you.
No, we do not.
Especially Antoinetta and Tony. We love you.
Yeah.
too.
Hey,
You're the
yes.
coolest people from what part were they from?
They were from Ontario, I think.
Ontario.
You know, I gave them both about 5
Vancouver's
hugs
not in
each.
Canada.
Yeah.
And Antoinette still hasn't given her daughters my
Number.
Facebook or my number information
Uh-huh.
I gave her.
Yep,
So we're gonna need you to get on that
Wow.
very soon, please.
I mean,
If possible.
Well,
I
okay.
just want. I mean, like, I just want to know why. Like the random rants got like they went beyond bad. Like I mean, my goodness.
Man,
Like
That was only
know,
one trip home.
that was only one trip.
Several nights.
There were several nights where
As you can hear me in the background, I encourage most
yes,
of them.
yes, she did.
Yeah.
And Cynthia's last encouragement. Theo slept most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
I was
Yeah.
tired.
You can't let him get in a sitting position without falling asleep.
Mm.
Yeah. It was,
Sounds like me.
Yeah, I get my body feels like it needs to put my jacket back. So
But he's just it's a young man that turned 24 February 1st, quote unquote, in Las Vegas. He's just having a good time.
Yes,
you know,
yes.
I was enjoying myself and got a little slap happy at times and
twang.
I think the last night we were there. I mean, this is another night besides the audio that we just heard.
Mm-hmm.
The last night we were there, these guys were telling me, like, this is the last night. We're gonna have a good time, everybody. Let's go. It's about 2:30 in the morning, maybe 3. They're like, okay, we gotta get up in the morning for the plane. Let's go to bed. I'm like, what? It's the last night in Vegas. I'm ready to party. I'm ready to
Yeah.
do whatever. Let's go.
Yes.
So they're all like, dude, it's time to go to bed, please. And Theo calls. You got this part? This segment?
I wish I would have prepared it, but I don't have
He didn't prepare it.
No,
so I
he
get,
did
I
not.
get- I get to tell
He did
you.
not prepare.
This whole story is done in the accent.
Uh-huh.
So
Just think
I think they should both commentate the story in their accent.
Should we
Hello.
reenact it? Should we
I
reenact it?
can't. There's no way I can
Cynthia-
reenact it, dude. I have to see it and
Okay, well,
commentate.
I almost remember it word for word.
Reply in your accent.
Hey,
I
remember
know.
word for word,
I know
so-
Dakar pretty much knows it word for word, and his
I-
accent can become very heavy.
Yeah, my
Oh, jeez.
Oh,
This is quite
Mike.
serious.
That
It's quite-
pissed me off.
It's quite serious if you ask me.
Oh my God.
No, I'm not gonna do it again. No, but like, so
Make me mad.
so Theo's already mad at me about the accent,
Uh-huh.
but then to top it off,
My accent's none better, by the way.
He starts to, for some reason, he gets in his mind, let's get something tonight. He calls this hotline that they have, in Vegas, that you see it. It was like 69696969 or something like
I
that.
called
don't know.
it.
He called it.
I didn't know what I
And-
was doing.
Dude.
He had it on speaker, and not on speaker. His phone was really loud, and so we could hear word for word. The lady's like, "Well, I can get you a lady for
Hey, honey.
$150, honey. It's not a big deal." He's like, "Oh, I'm not trying to spend that kind of money." She's
Give
like,
me your room
"Give me your
number.
room number." And so he gives the actual room number.
Wow.
But I gave a fake name.
But he gave a fake name.
What name did I give? Blaze?
Blaze.
Blaze.
I was like, my last name is Blaze.
And he
my
still
last
had
name
the
is
accent.
Blaze.
Yeah.
He's using the accent, and the lady's trying to get him to
from 7:45.
trying to get him
Terrible
to
accent.
purchase a woman for the night. And so he's like, you know what, never mind, I called, I'm sorry. And so I'm like,
My
don't
mom's
hang up. We're
face
about to
showed
have
up.
fun with this. We're about
Saw
to have
my
fun
mom.
with this. So I'm in the background. I was like, I'm trying to get sucked up, bro. And she was like, oh my gosh, it sounds like your friend's in the background trying to have a good time, baby. And so he's like, no. He's like, Dakar, please shut up. And she's like, no, it sounds like he wants to have a good time. So I'll send you 2 girls up. I'll
Wow.
They were
only
ready.
charge you $100. And so
Do you
Theo
just
still,
hear this
get-
debauchery?
It
I
was
mean,
nuts.
Theo
it
was like, no,
it
no,
was
no.
nuts. He's like,
No,
no,
no.
no,
Don't do
no,
that.
We're fine. Don't do it, please. We're
So-
we're not having a good night.
Dude.
We're ready to go to bed. And
After the call, he's sitting, holding his phone on his bed, rocking like a drug addict. He's like, what was I doing? I just called an escort.
he was still scared they were going to come to the room. And so
I
they're
have a heavy conscience,
yeah,
man.
they're all
Man.
winding down. I snatched Theo's phone, and they're still calling his phone back because they got caller ID, so they could just easily. They were calling his phone back, was blowing him up. So I ran out to the hallway. They're trying to find me, and I answered the phone, and I'm walking around the hotel. I don't have shoes on, so I'm kind of getting attention from people and stuff. And
Yeah.
then, next thing I know, I see security guards, and I said a few things I shouldn't have said. They started chasing me, and
Snapchat.
and I was Snapchatting, like just in case something happened to me. I was like, for all my Snapchat friends,
Yeah.
all my homies, I miss you guys.
Next
Love
thing
you."
I
And
see,
I'm in a stairwell, 16th floor. I'll never forget that.
I see my little icon pop up on my Snapchat because I don't do that Snapchat crap. These guys are the only reason I have a Snapchat account.
And now she blows us up.
And the little it goes bling, little icon comes up, and I'm like, all right, what's this? And I figured it was a text message from Dakar, but it was Dakar in the stairwell of the hotel, which nobody ever uses. And he's like, he's like, for all you people out there on my Snapchat, I'm being chased by the fake cops.
And he's rocking like. "Ah."
And then he drop kicks the phone.
Yeah. That was a long night, and while they were all being sissies and going to sleep, I had another couple hours of fun. Got chased up and down the stairwell.
Dakar's
a little
young.
bit, and,
He is, man.
I was young, living young, wild, and free in Vegas. Just
Yeah.
having a
Wow,
good
that sounds
time.
like that's. I mean, to me, that sounds like y'all had. I mean, it was a well-rounded trip.
It was.
Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
It was.
And y'all
Work
had
was done.
fun, and y'all really just got in.
down to work. Got
Yeah.
We got a lot of
met
networking
people,
done, yeah.
Networking.
Yeah.
Back to everything happening for a reason.
Yes.
Okay, we met Brandon.
Okay. You met
Brandon-
Brandon the violinist.
Violinist
Yes.
when I talked to him on the phone, he had no intentions of calling us. He told me that. He's like, if you didn't get a hold of me, I wouldn't have got a hold of you. So we have Brandon come out. Brandon kills it on
I
our
remind
first
you
show.
to- Young KG.
Young KG
over
did
here,
remind me.
Beatmaker Baker. Did remind him.
He did remind. He came out, killed the show. We went out that night. That night, right? Yeah, we did some street performances with him.
Yeah.
It was after the Super Bowl, really cold. Didn't really make much for money, and it was super late at night. We split up the money, which ended up just being $25. Me and Theo had talked about this whole time shooting a video at the Grand Canyon. And Grand Canyon is like 5 hours drive or something like that. We couldn't get either Cynthia or Beatmaker out of the bed to do anything with their life.
Y'all heard while I was up all
Anyways.
night.
So me and Theo are talking, and I Google ghost towns, and I find this website from at least 1994. Banjo music plays as soon as it comes on. You can't turn it off. The pictures are terrible.
Yes.
So I'm like, hey, this place is only a half hour outside of out of Vegas. Let's check it out. It's called Nelson, Nevada. So we're driving down the highway.
Yeah.
Our turn off, like we knew it was going to be something as soon as we got off the highway because the first sign said, check your headlights.
Yeah.
It's like, so we're about to go deep into the desert.
Yeah, it was crazy.
We come over this hill, and it's like a legitimate movie set, like gas station, mining, blowing up planes, everything. And we go inside and we talk to these people, and
mind you, not to cut you off, but mind you, this place was a like I know Kay's going to further explain to you the stars that have done things here, but this is serious.
yeah,
But
like I
keep going.
can't even remember everybody that was there, but we're there, and we're like, hey, can we shoot a video out here? And they basically asked us how legitimate we are. I didn't know these people yet.
Yeah.
And we just told them we're just a band just trying to make a video or whatever. And they're like, well, we're going to have to charge you.
Oh man.
I'm like, okay, how much is it going to be? He's like, it's $10 an hour.
Wow.
So I took the same money we made from the show, the street gig before, to pay for the video shoot that we did, which was $20.
Wow.
And then they begin to whip out these books and portfolios. T.I. and CeeLo Green was just there last week. Kevin Costner blew up a plane there for, I think, 3,000 miles of Graceland. Luke Bryan, Beyonce did a photo shoot
in them jeans.
I love you, Beyonce.
So many people, I can't even name of it. And these people were, like, absolutely nice. They were super reasonable with us. And we chose just a small little segment to shoot this video called Demons, which we had every intention of shooting in Vegas. Before we went to Vegas, we knew we were going to do that song.
Yeah.
But none of us had thought of an idea or a concept or anything. The only thing we had when we left the hotel was an empty Captain Morgan bottle that I filled with flat Dr. Pepper from McDonald's, and we were going to use it. That's all we knew.
Yeah.
So when you see the video, know that we had nothing in plan except this bottle. We didn't know what this place looked like, the concept or anything, and shot and did the whole thing in 2 hours, fighting against the sun setting on us.
Yeah.
I think it turned out like super great for what we did. And definitely anytime we go back there, we could probably shoot another 4 or 5 music videos, and you never know we're in the same spot. I mean, it's just
That's amazing.
You don't
And the
grab the
people there.
magnitude of the place,
Yeah.
just from the video. I mean, it's awesome.
The people that
So-
work there are your height, Shamaria. So you'd be right at home.
Yeah.
They're all about
The white
six,
dude, there was a
6,
really,
7.
There was a really tall white dude with a huge beard,
Uh-huh.
and he worked there.
He was a bodyguard.
He played bodyguard for Tiny Les Debo
Wow.
on Friday in a movie, and
That's
they shows
crazy.
pictures next to him. This dude is just towering over Debo.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
He was
dude,
huge.
dude.
So that's serious. I mean, that just goes to show you with a lot of ingenuity. I mean, you know, you can get things done, and the video came out really good. So I applaud y'all for that.
And the thing I forgot to mention to tie into, one thing leading into another. We left 4 o'clock in the morning Friday for the flight to Vegas.
Yeah.
It was Wednesday. We're trying to wrap up the EP to have something to go with this. I'm sitting there listening to this track that we want to put on there, and I looked at Theo and said, "It's just not happening. There's too many things that it's not tight enough. There's things out of sync."
Yes.
So that was late Wednesday. So Thursday night, they came in, recorded the entire song. Dakar never really heard the song. Played the drums 4 times for Demons, and played it 4 times and just nailed it. The guitar track that you actually hear is Theo's guide track.
My mess ups.
Just meant for just recording purposes. You delete it later. But the nasty sound of it and everything, I like it. We kept it. He fell asleep on the couch for an hour. I did all Cynthia's vocals in an hour while he slept. And so, like, everything came together. And the night of, as we're about ready for the plane, I'm laying there still burning CDs to take with us. And so for that song to just basically take shape Thursday night, and what is it, Saturday or Sunday, we're filming it in Las Vegas. I mean, it just
clicked. When things work, it works, you know.
Yeah.
And that just goes to show you when you got the right ingredients, man. You know, you can get a man, you just get a creation out of this world. So I just think that's just real.
I mean, that was the case with when I first started working with Theo, man. Like, he just said, "Hey, I have a riff. I want you to hear it. See if we can write anything to it." And I mean, and that's what I really like jamming a lot. Jamming and performing. My least favorite part is recording. I hate it, but it's necessary. It has to be done. But when he came in and we wrote a song called "The Killer in Me," and that'll be on the album as well. And that was the first song we wrote together, and it was kind of eye-opening that it had been so long since I had sat down and really wrote a song that fast. You know, I'd written songs with other people in the past couple of years.
Oh yeah.
But within an hour, we had like a hit. It was a hit. It wasn't just a song. It was a really awesome song. Within 1 hour, it was. It was weird. I was just like, I'm dreaming. This is crazy. And then we wrote another song, which was Negative Feedback, which is on the EP as well. And I mean, it was just like, and then from then on, we've seen each other just about every day since, and worked with each other.
And see, this is what I want to say personally, because like I said, I've seen the evolution of her as an artist through different bands, whatever you want to call it, whatever. And what I see is that yes, I do see the songs that and the songwriting that you did in your like in your previous work with other artists, but to me personally, with this project, I see relevance. I see everything is relevant. Like the songs are so relevant that it's like you could just feel what the person's talking about. Like,
Right.
as opposed to, like, not saying that your writing wasn't on hit with other groups.
Well, it was very abstract with other groups.
Yeah, it was almost had like triple meanings, so you was trying to find the meaning,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
But now it's like right there. It's almost like, you know,
It's in your face.
and it's like, you know, it's so simple, but it's so complex. And I think that's what I think that's where I think people get lost in. They think that, you know, oh, I have to have this overly complex even in rap music, whatever. I have to have this overly complex thing when you know, sometimes the complexity is making it simple. It's making me understand what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And
If
once
people
you've
can
done
relate
that,
to it, yeah.
once I can relate to
Right.
what you're talking about, it's like, oh man, it's like she knows what she knows me. She knows what I'm talking, like she knows what I'm going through right now.
Well,
So
we-
now,
We wrote a song called "Miss You More," and
Yeah.
either that I think I just met Dakar at that point. I think when we wrote "Miss You More," like I think I'd only met Dakar like maybe once or twice. Yeah, I act like this has been forever, but this is only like we're on a month and a half that we've really been working together.
a month and a half.
A month and a half.
EP already done. Album probably be done in the next couple months. That's serious work. What I'm saying is that's when you know you got something.
We're hustling, man.
It's
That's
crazy,
that's
dude.
when you know.
Grinding.
Well, we wrote this song
Oh, he's
called
got
"Miss
my
You More." and
popcorn. Oh, sorry.
We'd written another song that night, which is one of my favorites. It's a really fun pop song.
Mm-hmm.
And then you know, I thought we were gonna be done for the night, and Theo brings out this riff, and it's beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
And I've been drinking wine all night, and so I felt real sappy. So I wrote this song called "Miss You More," and like with literally within a half hour, we had the song written.
Wow.
And to me, other than Demons,
Uh-huh.
I think "Miss You More" is going to be the song that people are going to relate to
Connect
the most.
to.
That's going to
Yeah.
be the song. And like, but I wrote it in the perspective when you listen to the EP. I mean, the EP is available on iTunes. It's available on Bandcamp. It's available on Google Play,
Yeah.
Amazon.
Spotify, Amazon.
Do you have a Twitter?
Yep. Osiella on Twitter,
Okay.
Osiella on Facebook, and soon to be Osiella on Instagram.
Okay.
Ran by little KG, Dakar Superstar.
Young KG.
Okay, yeah, there's already a little KG, sorry.
Little implies that I'm small.
He's a baby KG. Well, anyways, "Miss You More," I wrote it in the perspective of somebody losing their significant other. But the more that I listen to the song, it doesn't even have to be about somebody passing away. It could be
Yeah.
about a breakup. It could be about a divorce. It could be about you losing your dog. I mean,
It could be about somebody in war.
yeah, and that's
you
what
know,
Theo's
They're really
thought
talking about
was.
just you know, being away from, you know, their people and, you know, significant
Somebody you
other.
love.
Yeah, someone you love.
Everything around you reminds you of that person, and it's really hard for you to stray away from the pest that you had with that one person. And
Yeah.
but I mean, when we were out in Vegas and we did that song, that seemed to be the song that people were
Really connected to.
I mean, people were crying, and especially at the beat, there was like two
wild.
people that, you know, they had tears running down their face, and that, like, it's weird to me to think that, you know, we created something that is that emotional to somebody. And then Theo and Dakar come in with the song, and they do these amazing harmonies at the end, and I think that kind of makes it. And I think especially when people see it live, it's like, you know, it's a tearjerker for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Well, I know, like I said, I mean, when I first heard it, you know, and, you know, sometimes Kay will, you know, I'll say something, and then Kay will look at me and he'll be like, yeah, okay, whatever. You know, but I sat there and said, you know, because I was asking him, I was like, man, I say, and you know, he clowns me for this because this guy used to say this to us, but he was like, you know, I need a song that has some teeth that pretty much it grabs you. You know what I'm saying? And I said that to him. I was like, you know, because I just heard like I think one of your songs.
Okay.
You know, I think it was "You Never Know," and I was like, okay. I was like, yeah. I was like, I'm feeling. I was like, I'm feeling it. But I was like, I think they need that song that got some that's just gonna really grab or, you know, captivate an audience. And so he plays "Miss You More" on the thing. He's like, man, this song's pretty good. And I was like, all right, let me listen to it. And so when I heard it, I was like, dude, like, you should send this to like a movie place or something. I was like, this needs to be on somebody's movie. Like,
Make a grown man cry.
I mean, because for real, I was just sitting here like, man, I can like, it's that good. I mean, it's that good. So, you know, I was just really, you know, I ain't gonna lie to you. I was in awe on the vocals, but I was definitely in awe on the instrumentation as well. I mean, I was like, man, I don't know what type of instruments was used. I was just like, this stuff is happening from everywhere, and I was just like, man, this is serious. So, I mean, I really applaud the creativity, because that right there just showed me like how creative you guys are. You know, like, man, this is a really touching song, and y'all made it to make that point. So that's why I said it's like, it's so simple, it can be complex, and it's complex at times, because like, y'all doing all of this. Like, normal people, when they hear, they just like, oh my God, like, who wrote that? They somebody mess around and be like, man, did y'all get like some professional person to write that for y'all or something? Y'all really doing
Hell
this.
no, we wrote that.
So that's so I think it's a very, it's very special, and I think people really connect with that.
We appreciate it. Well, I will say this.
And I'm not just saying that because I know y'all.
No,
Well-
no, I understand. No.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not just saying it. Don't think, I'm saying this stuff because, oh yeah, we cool. I mean, well,
I've only known you.
Yeah, I only know y'all. Y'all know.
Well, Shamara would.
saying.
I mean, Shamara would not give a compliment unless it's.
If it's garbage, if it's
dude.
whack, it's whack. I'm gonna tell you that straight up. That's how I am. But if it's good, I'm gonna give credit where credit is due, and I really think that song is a good song.
You know, Rakim put something on his Facebook last week, and this is actually like how he found out about us, because his buddy John, who's another producer friend of ours, Rakim put on his Facebook page. He goes, "No, I don't support local music. I only support local music that is good and that is worth supporting."
Yeah.
And then John put up, "Well, then you're gonna want to support this," and put up our song on his Facebook page. He's like,
What the hell?
why have I not known about this? And I mean,
Yeah.
we've known Rakim forever.
Yeah.
And I mean, I was on his projects, he was on my projects, and I just assumed he knew about it, and I felt like crap because he was just like, I'm like severely pissed off about this. How come I didn't know about this?
Yeah.
But that struck a chord in me, because I have always felt the same way. Like, I'm all about supporting local music, man. But like, if you got it, you got it.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna sit there and push somebody else's music that's crap.
Yeah.
Or that they really haven't put that much work into. They're just, pushing it.
Yeah.
And but there are good musicians here in Evansville.
Yeah.
I mean, there are plenty. It's just getting ones that connect with the group that you're in. Because I remember when Dakar came in, I'd never heard of Dakar before. I'd never seen Dakar before. He came in and he played drums on The Killer in Me, and he immediately came in. He knew exactly what needed to be done on it. He knew, the things that he did on it, I didn't even think about. It was awesome. And when he left, I remember telling Theo the next day, I was just like, we need to get that guy back in here. Like, we need to. Why isn't he here? Call him now. And he's been with us ever since. Like, getting him to go to Vegas was so awesome, man.
Yeah.
Like, it really did make the trip that much more awesome.
Because now it's like you had time to really gel.
Yeah.
So now it's like, kind of like a make or break thing. Like, so if this thing really is going to work, now we're going to know if this is a pass or a fail.
Yeah.
So definitely. I'm glad that y'all got a chance to do that.
Well, everybody's really easygoing, and there can't, if you're gonna be in a group like this, and if you're gonna want it to succeed, all egos need to go aside.
Yeah,
for sure.
Definitely.
Oh,
Dakar.
Yes, Dakar, have
Got
your
my
hand up.
Yeah. I just wanted to add too, like when I first came in here, I'm not like the person that says I don't work with just anybody, but at the same time, I'm somewhat picky who I work with, and like whenever they said Theo, I'm like, okay, I guess I'm coming here because Theo called me, so I'm gonna see what it's about. And really, it was easy for me to come in because Theo's really rhythmic when he plays, and it really clicked, and we've been cool, And then Cynthia and Kenneth are just like freaking awesome people, so that really meshed. But then I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go to Vegas, and I called my dad. I was like, Dad, I need to get this plane ticket. he said, who's going? I said, Theophilus. he said, heck yeah, son. I'm about to take it right now on the card. He said, you know what, take care of this. He got the ticket for me. I was set like next day, basically. Got the ticket and worked all that out. And then I was just like, he said, if you guys like get into arguments or anything like that while you're in Vegas, I mean, it might not be meant to be. We stayed together for 5 days straight.
Man.
Same
Same
room,
room.
same bathroom, shared one bathroom, one shower.
Wow.
No arguments.
Theo and his draws
saw
every
day.
Well,
Man.
listen, man. You know, I felt
It was a cool experience because I mean, you know, you get tired of people after a day, maybe 2 days. We've been spending almost every single day together for about a month and a half now.
Yeah.
So and it's been an awesome experience for me as being the youngest in the band. I mean, I'm still learning a lot. I mean, I play in a few other bands. I'm trying to be a paid musician, you know. But I was just like, beginning of this year, 2014, I said, I don't want to do school right now. I want to focus on music, learn as much as I can.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
And, you know, my parents and family supported, and they were like, you know, you guys sound good. Your EP is legit, you know.
Yeah.
So it's an opportunity that, you know, they want me to go after, so.
Well, we're
So
all,
definitely, so definitely, I really, you know, like I said, I'm stoked. I'm really, you know, excited about just the whole project. So when are y'all gonna start recording the album? Do y'all have an idea as far as what y'all you gonna name it?
what the album
Will it be called?
Is it gonna be
or-
called?
I mean, I know the band is
Dude.
Osiella,
We've
but
we've
you
come
know,
up with so many different album names that are ridiculous, but we don't know yet. I mean, we got to see how it goes. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
because I assume like immediately we're gonna be recording the album, but yeah, I figured in Las Vegas we would probably figure out a name for the album, but we write so many different types of songs, and I mean, like we wrote a funk song the other day, and I mean that was awesome. I'm like, I want to put that on the album, and like so I mean, you just never know. I mean, but I mean, the good thing is that we're all on the same page, and that we all have the same goal, which
That's
is to
good.
do this for a living.
That's good. And see that at the end of the day, that's all it's about, man. You gotta make things happen. You know, you can't just wait, you know, for a rock to fall on your head. I mean, when you got it, you got it. It's time to move and it's time to go forward with it.
I had a
yeah,
friend.
definitely.
I had a friend, he lives in Nashville now, who told me a long time ago, he went to Belmont University. He was like, you don't want to be going and begging to record labels. You want them to be coming to you and begging you. And I mean, I don't even care about a record label at this point. I just want to get on a tour.
I want to play so bad on tour.
I want to be as independent as possible, but at the same time, you know, it is hard to do that, but people are doing it. I mean, it just takes a lot of...
People are definitely eating off this. So, I mean, you know, it can be done. And
it takes a lot of perseverance.
Oh, yeah, perseverance and the will to succeed. I know you're going to go through some rough stuff. You know, you're going to go through some door closings, but I feel like, I just don't really feel like, you know what, to be honest, I don't feel like that many doors is going to be just like, boom, boom. And even if they are, I mean, y'all still got, I mean, I just really feel like y'all still have the ability to generate.
Yeah.
Now that's what people don't have. See, you know, and that's one of the things. It's like the ability to generate.
Right.
Like I don't need no record label to help me sell 100,000. If I got 3,000 fans right now, like willing and ready Osiella fans right now to buy my record or whatnot, you just think about that. You gotta think about that. Yeah. I mean, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you just gotta look at that. You gotta really look at that and really think about that. You know, and that's money that you can live off of. Nobody here can say, man, if I got $300,000, man, that's broke. All right, that's not. I mean, no, that's serious. So you got to really just think about the being able to generate and being able to have a fan base. Y'all got people that are really digging what y'all doing. So I think that's a good thing. You know, so I think now we're you know, I really think now this is the appropriate part of the show or the segment of the show to where I think y'all should be able to display some of the talent that you guys have. I didn't know what y'all was really going to do. But you know,
they don't know either.
They don't know.
What do you all want to do?
I'll tell them. Let's do demons.
Nah.
What? Don't play Miss You More.
No, I won't do that. I can't play it. That song's really hard for me to play live. I wrote harder than my ability. Never know.
You never know? I'm cool with whatever.
All right, while y'all set up.
Because I got a cold and I can't sing.
Okay, Never Know.
Mm-hmm.
Never Know
Yeah.
was the first video that was released.
Yes.
It's like over 2,000 views. This band, it doesn't sound like much, but it's only been a band for a month and a half. Grab your guitar while I'm talking. That's what I'm doing, a segue.
Oh, okay.
So the video concept is Theo comes to me and says, I'm going to word this wrong. So I talked to his mom on the phone. She's a very nice lady. But Theo's like, basically, I want to give my mom like a little backhand slap with this video to show her, hey, I am doing something with music.
Yeah.
So we shot the video just in the studio, nothing major, nothing like ridiculous, and it just kind of took a life of its own.
Yeah.
Started getting extremely popular with it. The video started doing a lot better than we thought, which made me wish I would have put a little bit more effort into it. Maybe it would have looked a little bit better. But that being said, it just took a mind of its own, and that video linked with the Demons video, booked us. Actually, our first hometown show, our only real show, paying show, as a headlining act. The other night, which ended up making it to the news, several news channels.
Yeah.
Man, I just can't even express how many things that came out of that. Like it was just a huge eye opener. Cynthia, but I'm gonna let these guys do their thing. I mean, I'm just gibbering, killing time. Clearly.
But no, it sounds good. Like I said, it sounds good. And you are live at the Barbershop Radio, ihbif.com. You know, my homie Iceberg couldn't be here right now, but you know, it's all good. It's all to the gizzard, you know, and we'll definitely continue to be following Osiella and the progression of their band and their music and their sound. And, you know, I'm looking forward to seeing more stuff from them. I know they're going to have a debut album here coming soon. And, you know, just really get to looking out for Mr. Dakar Baker, Mr. Theophilus Akai, and Mrs. Cynthia Harris. They are Osiella. And I'm going to let them do their thing, you know, because, you know, I'm going to do my thing because I'm the prime minister. You already know what it is. It's your boy, and I ain't even got a trip. You know, you already understand it. It's a big, epic situation right now. So let's get it. Let's get it popping in this smug. You already know what it is. I know some people don't, you know, they might sit there and be like, you know, oh, man, you know, this music is so different, but it's so good. I just don't understand.
I just want to sway my head to it.
But, you know, you got to feel it. Because I feel it.
Don't mind me too.
And if you don't feel it, I don't care.
My mom, man, you know, she's always supported my music.
Yeah.
But she is, like, obsessed with this stuff. Like, I think half those YouTube views came from her. Because she doesn't know how to download music very well. And so she's just like, I need a copy of the CD so bad. Because I keep going on YouTube and I'm sick and tired of it. I just need a CD.
Yeah.
I'm like, Mom, you can wait like everybody else. No, I gave her one. She didn't have to pay for it. I love you, Mom.
Well, without further ado, I'm going to give hands over to Osiella. Let them do their thing.
Hey.
All right, this song's called Never Know.
Let's get it.
Catch you graduate. We're on our second date, and you proposed. I show my friends here till the bitter end, or I suppose that we are young. Our lives have just begun to overflow. Are you the one, or just another sun to rise again and go? Keep believing, keep achieving more. Where do we go? We are deceiving, we are but dreaming folks. We'll never know, we'll never know. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Oh. Keep believing, keep achieving more. Where do we go? We are deceiving, we are but dreaming folks. We'll never know, we'll never know. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, where do we go? Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Where do we go? We'll never know. Oh, 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 oh. Where do we go? Where do we go? Oh, 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 oh. Where do we go? We'll never know. Yeah. Where do we go? We'll never know.
Yeah, you feel me? Y'all feel me? Osiella.
Hey, thanks, guys.
Yeah, that's how we get it. That's how you get it done.
Very nice.
We're at the barbershop.
Hey, thanks for having us on, man.
Man, no
Hey,
problem.
hey, can I get a-
Thanks for that. No, you know
Hey,
what?
can I get a
No,
haircut?
thanks. Thank you.
Y'all cut hair here?
I wish. I wish I could.
That'd be a nice little.
I wish I
thing
could. You might have to holler at my boy. Not me, though. I ain't got no skills. I'm messing around, put a plug in your head. But anyway. But yeah, man, for real, man. Thanks for really giving us the renditions. Thanks for giving us the real overall just talent of you guys, man. Because I really think that y'all just good, man. Y'all good at what y'all do. And I
Thanks,
feel
man.
that.
Thanks
I'm
for having
feeling
us.
y'all. I think I might have to buy an Osiella t-shirt for real.
There's
know?
gonna be some Superstar the Car t-shirts that.
Yeah, I'm gonna need one of them too. I'm gonna need one of that little KG. As a matter of fact, I think we need to make him a K-Trine personal chain
Young,
for real.
Young
Because I think
KG.
the bad. Young KG is a mogul right now.
I want to
trying
thank Big KG for putting up with us and
Dude,
helping
he does
us on
a
the right
lot.
track.
He does a lot.
He
Lord.
does
yeah.
more
He
than
does
he's.
a lot.
He does more than he's given credit to. That's why I
A
also
lot.
claim the
Yeah.
name Young KG because I do a lot of work.
you, I can
Yeah.
shine a little.
He can shine
He
'cause I
thinks
do.
he thinks we don't acknowledge, but he
I
does a
do.
lot. Even
Yeah.
songwriting. A lot of times I write. I'm gonna be honest. I'm a riff machine. I can write
Yeah.
riffs all day.
Yeah.
A lot of times I'll write garbage, and he'll tell me and be honest, it's garbage, and then he'll even help me write. So
Man.
co-writing, I'll to this guy right here on the musical.
And I'm
he-
actually giving Theophilus co-production credit because he sits alongside me when Cynthia's recording says, nope, nope, that was
Okay.
whack. Do it again. Do it again. So
I mean, but that's good because I feel like y'all bringing the best out of both of each other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bring back.
And that's to me, that's where it needs to be. You know, you need people that'll bring the best out of you.
You need
know
people
what I'm saying?
who are going to tell
What
you
is
the
it? What
truth.
is it? Iron sharpens iron. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand that you can't be going up here with a butter knife. You know what I'm saying? With a hatchet. You know what I'm saying? Like the butter knife's gonna lose. So you know. But when you hear with two hatchets going at it, I mean you're gonna sharpen each other. So I mean definitely, I definitely think that y'all got something here.
We've gotten better in the last month and a half, I think. I mean, it's insane.
Yeah. I mean, y'all even hitting harmonies on point with songs, and that's, I mean, a lot of people can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Just come off the spot or come off the top and just do that. I mean, I give y'all, you know what I'm saying? I give y'all a lot of credit. It's really coming along, and I just, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, you know, I know y'all gonna have this is just one of the many interviews y'all gonna have. But I mean, I'm just, you know, I'm happy that, you know, y'all let me do one. You know what I'm saying?
Awesome.
So
You're the first.
Yeah. So I'm just glad. I'm glad, you know, y'all allow me to do that. And like I said, I mean, definitely, I know the world's gonna be on the lookout for y'all.
Good. After
Thanks,
this interview,
man.
I think you should let me get that watch.
I will let you get it, man. But you know what I'm saying? The young lady bought that for me. I can't let it go.
Oh, Carlotta.
Yeah.
Hello, Carlotta.
My young lady bought that for me. My first lady. You hear me? But you know. Anyways, you know what I'm saying? Check out more segments and radio spots at ihbif.com. It's hard, but it's fair radio. It's your boy, Prime Minister, one half of the supergroup Iceberg and Prime Minister. Check us out on ihbif.com. Also, you can check us out on ihbif.com/listen to my radio. It's all real and it's all live. We got more interviews and segments to come. Peace.